Okay, so what about the affirmations and the big life-changing thoughts when you have something about yourself that you really want to change? Can you use positive thinking to change it? Yes, you can. But you need to be able to believe in that thought. So for quite some time, particularly during this massive depression I had, my brain kept telling me that I was a failure. Ultimately, I know I'm not a failure. I mean, usually I'm not a failure. Usually I'm pretty darn good. But for quite some time there, I really didn't believe it. I really didn't believe it. And I find it very easy to believe in the failure part. You know, I failed in not making enough money to make a living by myself yet. And I failed my marriage, and I failed keeping a job, and you know, all very horrible and depressing things. And for a while, I genuinely believed that I was a failure. Now, I don't want to go around in life and feeling like a failure. And failure is not a fact. It's not a circumstance. It is not a truth. I know that at least 10 of you are going to listen to that statement and then write in the comments, "You are not a failure, Tova. Everything you do for us is so amazing," right? But at my worst, I found it very hard to believe in that part. But going from "I'm a failure" to "I'm a success," this is quite a big gap to jump. And I'm sorry, but my belief system might be down here at the moment. It's certainly not up here. So if I am going to jump from "I'm a failure" to "I'm a success," I'm going to fall off the edge and crash. I need to build a bridge over to this side. And I would quite like to make that bridge wheelchair accessible. Because damn it, I'm going to talk about this from an accessible point of view as well, right? I want to take Elin with me, and a lot of you guys with me as well. And if you're in a walker or in a wheelchair or with a walking stick or vision impaired, as a lot of you are, you know, let's not do crazy steps here. Let's build a wheelchair accessible bridge from "I'm a failure" to "I'm a success." So there are a lot of thoughts that I can put in the middle of this that will help me go from here to here. And one of those thoughts, I thought about it for a long time, but one of those thoughts could be, "I'm not a failure in everything." It is possible my brain is wrong when it tells me I'm a failure. Personally, I quite like that. It is possible that my brain is wrong when it tells me I'm a failure. Like, I don't actually have to listen to my brain. My brain might be wrong. I might be wrong. Shocking, right? So one building block, definitely, it is possible that my brain is wrong when it tells me I'm a failure. Start of the bridge. Okay? I might need my hat. Or my coffee. Coffee is a good building block. Okay. What is the next step then? Well, there are lots of next steps. You could have literally like 10, 20 steps of thoughts to build this bridge. But I would say that by now I definitely believe in the thought that it's possible my brain is wrong when it tells me I'm a failure. I genuinely believe that one now. So I'm ready for the next level of thoughts, which could look like this. Look at all the areas where you are a success. Look at the changes you're making to people's lives. Look at the changes you've made to your life. Look how you're succeeding despite all of these things going on. So that is a potential building block. Another potential building block might be, is it the end of the world if I'm not successful in everything? That's a very interesting thought. Is it the end of the world if I'm not successful at everything? Like, do I have to be able to program an app? Or can I outsource that to somebody else? I built my website myself, and that was bloody hard work and a lot of tears and a lot of anxiety. Why didn't I pay somebody else to do it? I know why I didn't pay somebody else to do it, but I'm thinking now that might have been a mistake. And that I should focus on my strengths. And my strengths are making content, support, and advocacy. My strengths are social media. My strengths are video editing. My strengths are creative thinking, design. But it's certainly not programming. But I don't have to be the one programming, and I don't have to know everything. So it's possible that my brain is wrong when it's telling me that I'm a failure. I only have to be successful at certain things. And then that thought of look at all the areas in which you are successful is your next step, and suddenly we are there. Hey, look, I'm a success. Okay, I would say I'm here at the moment. I'm bang in the middle. I'm still working on this. So this thought of it's possible my brain is wrong when it's telling me I'm a failure is a thought that I have practiced every day for 2 weeks. And now I'm ready to start practicing. I don't have to be a success in everything. I just have to succeed at the ones I choose. So I'm going to practice that for a bit. I don't think it will take me 2 weeks to believe in that one. I'm pretty much there. And then the next one will be look at all these areas in which you've had success. And once I believe that thought, then I am firmly placed in the thought of I am a success. And I know I will get there. I have absolute faith in myself, in my mind, and in my power to get from the thought I'm a failure to I'm a success, and to build that lovely, accessible bridge between those thoughts. And that's how you can really use affirmations. You know, the idea behind affirmation is you pick a thought you want to believe in and you practice that thought. And you can practice that thought in so many ways. As I say, you can put post-it notes up all over your house with that thought. You can sit and write the thought down so many times. You can get apps that remind you to think it at regular intervals during the day. But I would suggest that you try and think about what are the steps from thought A to thought B that will help me get there, rather than going straight for an unachievable thought. You can't change everything. There are things that are facts in life. I mean, I would love to believe that Elin will walk independently one day, or eat independently one day, or even say mummy one day. You know, it'd be lovely. Chances are she won't. That's the reality, the circumstance of it, of Elin's brain injuries, of what happened to her. And if I'm going to sit here and think, one day Elin will talk, I know I don't believe in it. And if I don't believe in it, what impact will that then have on how I act towards Elin? If you have that attitude towards your child or towards yourself of, I should be something completely different than what I am, you have a should. If you're quadriplegic, you're probably not going to walk. And I should be able to walk. I should not be disabled. I should not have this. My child should not be disabled. My child should have been born perfectly healthy with no complications and be growing up to be a happy, normal kid. If I think all of those things, then I resent the disability. And if I resent the disability, then I resent my child. If you are a disabled adult and you resent your disability, you resent yourself. And if you waste a lot of time and energy on resenting yourself, well, I mean, that's exhausting. It's not very kind to you. So you're not going to go from I'm disabled to I'm not disabled. We can't build that bridge. I'm really sorry, we can't build that bridge. But perhaps we can build the bridge from I hate my disability to I love myself despite my disability. It's still a bloody long gap, and we're going to have to build a lot of sections of that bridge to get there. But you can actually do it. You can sit and think those things, and you can get through all of these different building sections of thoughts. What could they be? They could be I have value as I am. Other people love me as I am. Being a disabled adult means that I can and I do advocate for other disabled adults who don't have a voice. Being a disabled adult has given me a fantastically sarcastic sense of humour, and now I'm a sit-down comic, as opposed to stand-up comic. Because of my vision impairment, I have learned to use all of these amazing technologies to help me. Like, not everybody learn how to use technology to help them. If you've learned it when you can't see, that's pretty damn awesome. So there are so many steps that you can practice. And if you do want to bounce any of this with me, then yeah, go right ahead. Come on Facebook or on Instagram, and I will get back to you. Maybe not immediately, but I will. Or the comment field here, but if you want to be a little bit more private, then Messenger. Private messages. If I look at Elin, one of the doctors in intensive care said, if she survives, she will not have a quality of life. Now, my daughter has gone from 0 quality of life to happiest child on the planet, right? If I had believed this doctor, would I have done everything that I have done so far in her 8 years on this earth to help her get to this point where she's at now? Would I have given her all of that love, all of that care, looked for the blended diet and her nutrition? Would I have carried her in a baby carrier until she was 5 years old to keep her close? Would I still be lying next to her at night and helping that little body relax and ease off those spasms if I believe that she has no quality of life? Because if I believe she has no quality of life, then I kind of believe she has no right to quality of life. But the truth is, I do believe she has a right to a quality of life. And I will fight for it every step of the way, because I know and I believe that she will develop, she will get new skills, she will grow, she will survive. She's still surviving, she's still thriving. Yeah? And okay, she can't say, "Mommy," but she can look at me and smile and growl happily, which is, pretty much the same thing, right? With the right technology, I really think we will give her some means of communication. Exactly what, I don't know yet, but we'll get there. Because I believe in her and her abilities, and I'm going to help her find those building blocks. So positive thinking is so much about belief. You need to believe the thought. You need to believe in the idea. Even in my deepest, darkest depression, I believed I would recover. And I believed I would recover because I've done it before. I've been here before, I've gone through tough shit before, I've come out on the other side before. I believe I can do it. I also believe that it is okay to allow my body time to heal. Like, my wrist isn't healed yet. And I'm not expecting it to be perfect yet. I'm expecting it to require quite a lot of physiotherapy and osteopathy treatments. And for me to work on it, for me to put in that effort. And if I put in that effort, then it will come back to me and it will help me out. So, shall we move into the spirituality? I believe life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I believe that if you think bad things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen. And it's not because necessarily bad things are attracted to you because you're thinking bad things will happen, but what it is that you will notice and focus on the bad things. So here is your negativity bias back, okay? If you are constantly out there looking for threats, you're going to find threats. If you are looking for reasons to feel anxious, you're going to feel anxious. I'm not sitting here and saying that you are deliberately going out and looking for a reason to feel crap. It doesn't quite work that way. I know you don't want to feel anxious. I know you don't want to feel bad. I know you don't want to feel threatened, but sadly your brain still believes it. However, if you are constantly out there looking for the good things, if you're looking for the helpful people, the happy people, the friendly people, you're going to find them. If you're looking for the successful situations, you're going to find them. So is the universe manifesting for you? Are you manifesting? Are you co-creating with the universe? Is life a self-fulfilling prophecy? I really genuinely believe that life is a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I believe that it is because of what you put into it. And you can say that I put positive energy out, I get positive energy back. Or you can say, I look for the positives, I see the positives. They're more or less the same thing. So does positive thinking work? It really does. It most definitely does. And sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, it's because you are thinking thoughts you don't believe in. And what you need to do is take a little bit of a step back and try to come up with thoughts that you can believe. That is a step on the way, a section of the bridge that you build over the chasm from where you are to where you want to be. Feel free to practice it. Feel free to let me know how you get on. And I will speak to you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.